I've been known to hoot and holler and cause a little bit of a disturbance in everyday life, like when my football team is ahead, when my grandsons come through the door for a sleepover, and sometimes in a special moment when I see God dramatically answering a need, like when my grandmother sent a small check that was just the balance of my semester's tuition bill in college, or when my mom reached out to Jesus on her deathbed, or when my husband recovered from a life-threatening infection. I remember literally hooting and hollering. Sometimes I've questioned the appropriateness of my behavior, okay. Moments when people come to understand God for the first time or the millionth are hoot and holler moments, and our party God himself had a few of those. Like when a centurion trusted Jesus to heal his daughter, sight unseen, and Jesus marveled at his faith. Or when a waiting father squinted in the distance to spy his rebellious son homeward bound at last. He said to his servants, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And Luke, the gospel writer, tells us they began to celebrate. In that moment, the father hooted and hollered. His was a pure rejoicing, an all-out, unapologetic glee. He rejoiced and created a celebration to mark the moment. Two other stories come just before this one, which we title The Prodigal Son in Luke 15. One is about a lost and found sheep. One is about a lost and found coin. Both express the rejoicing that comes when something lost is found, hooting and hollering. These days, I kind of think my God smiles at this hoot and holler part of me because maybe it actually mirrors a part of him. That part that celebrates all who return to the love that he created us to enjoy in a relationship with himself through Jesus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that our party God is a hoot and holler God who lets out shouts of joy when the blind can see and the lame are healed and the lost are found. And I think he smiles when we do the same.